Well, hello everybody. Today I wanted to share with you a street bike ride I took. This was July 2017 when I was staying in La Grande, Oregon. You can see it's just beautiful weather, and what a great ride this was. I call this my Grande Wallowa Tour. As you see, my beautiful CB500F. It's a great little bike for this trip. So anyway, I was staying at Hillgard Junction State Park, which is at the junction of I-84 and Highway 244, just north of La Grande. So I ended up taking I-84 south towards Baker City. From there I headed east on Highway 86, the Baker Copperfield Highway. And that's what some of this footage is right now. Just kind of cruising along the river. I was really surprised at how much fun I had through here. On the map, I just thought this was going to be, a boring section that you had to get through because I was just so unaware of what this area had to offer. My goal was to go out and ride around and go through the Wallowa Whitman National Forest and go skirt the Wallowa Mountains and go through Joseph and Enterprise, and that was my basic tour. But I thought all the fantastic stuff was going to be in the forest and in the mountains, and I just wasn't expecting this. I had so much fun on these twisties and looking at these hills, and just had so much fun. The landscape was pretty diverse, and it just kept changing as I went along. This is approaching the little town of Halfway. And you can start to see the mountains start to show up in the background. And of course the stupid GoPro with its wide angle lens just isn't going to do it any justice, because I was just like in awe. And it just looks so puny. After halfway you start climbing, and this part was just so fun. Climbing up, getting into the forest, hitting this Forest Service mountain road with all these twisties just going back and forth. What a day, what a view, what fun. I know most of my videos are centered around the dual sport riding in the TW200, but when you get into a corner like that on a street bike, it is also very, very fun. It may or may not be as fun to watch on video as those dual sport rides, but gotta throw some of these in here. It was just so awesome. This ended up being a pretty long day. It was about 370 miles or so. So I was out riding for about 8 hours. So I'm heading north now, going through the mountains, heading towards the town of Joseph. And I'm approaching the Hell's Canyon Overlook turnoff road, and you can see I was having a lot of fun, going my own pace. And the pace was greatly reduced when I got up to this pickup. There's a first glimpse of Hell's Canyon. I saw that and I was getting excited. Even this little road going out to the Overlook was much more fun than I thought it could be. I'm just going my own pace. I know you could hit this really hard if you wanted to, but you don't know what oncoming traffic's going to be like. You don't know when there's going to be little pieces of gravel and stuff on this kind of road. So I'm going fast enough to have fun, but I'm alone, so I don't want to have too much of a messed up day. And pulling into the Overlook parking lot, getting a glimpse of the Hell's Canyon Overlook, which is deeper than the Grand Canyon. I put that little clip in because I don't know if you could tell I was going around that corner and I did hit some loose stuff, lost grip on the front tire for a split second, enough to give you a nice wake-up call and jolt of adrenaline. And going through the mountains is always interesting. Always a change in the weather. Just don't know what to expect. I was hoping I would skirt these dark clouds, but I ended up getting through some of it where it ended up being wet, but it didn't last too long. Skies are still a little gray, but after you come back down and out of the mountains, you see it started turning sunny again. So I ended up going through Joseph, Enterprise, all the way over to Elgin, and then I was just going to plan on going back towards La Grande, but I was having so much fun I wasn't done riding, so I went north again on Highway 204 up over those mountains. There's some cool little lakes over there, but what you see here is me dropping back down the other side towards Weston, and went back through Pendleton, then I-84 from Pendleton back towards La Grande where I was camping. Ended up being a really awesome day, awesome ride. So I highly recommend it. It's a counter-clockwise loop, and I highly recommend that too if you're going to do it on a bike. But don't count this area out, it is gorgeous. So thanks guys for coming along with me. Hope you had a good time.